The Morning Brew is back with you here for Friday morning. Thanks for watching us today. Thanks to Lindy's for the view out the window, which is exceptionally nice today. Amber, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank
Good.
you very much. I have a piece of jewelry
yes,
here
you
now.
Do. It's called
Nice.
Reload Love. Our guest on the couch is Lenya Heitzig. There's a guy in town named Skip Heitzig. Do you know him?
He's tall, handsome, blonde, and a surfer, and he's all mine.
Ah, you do know him.
I do.
Your husband. Well,
Yeah.
good to meet you, Lenya.
Likewise.
You have a lot of fans here on the crew. A lot of people seem to know you here.
Yes, it feels like I'm at home, so I'll have to come back more often.
You will, yes.
We get that a lot.
Done deal. Done deal.
And I brought my morning brew.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
That's a good move. I want to know about this Reload Love. I think it's a great program. Explain it to our viewers, would you?
Well, I just had one of those oddball-inspired thoughts. It could have been pepperoni pizza, but I think not. And one day I thought, I wonder if you could take brass bullet casings, and if you melted them, you could make them into charms, and then benefit. And I was hoping to benefit children caught in the crossfire. Kids who are slipping through the cracks in terrorism, like Boko Haram, or some of the other things that are happening in the world. So I Googled it, and I found that spent bullet casings do abound. They're in pallets and buckets, and our military and some of our civil servants really don't reload them to use a second time. They can't for the line of duty, and they don't want them to fall in the hands of you know, some ne'er-do-wells. So anyway, I started collecting bullets, and as of today, our office has 1,000 pounds of spent bullet casings,
Whoa.
thanks to APD and the state troopers and calibers and sports enthusiasts.
Wow. I was just going to ask, where do you collect all these bullet casings? So you have partners.
People bring them in bags and buckets, and it's really amazing.
Nice.
So once we got those, we started melting them down, and we were working with a few local manufacturers, and they had to get the temperature right and the right crucible, and so they melt them down and put them in a mold, and they turn into the beautiful brass charm that you have, and we put them on necklaces, and they're on lapel pins.
Oh, fascinating.
And this cool bracelet. So anyway, then once we sell these, the proceeds or you know, a portion of this goes to kids caught in the crossfire. And this year I had the amazing opportunity of traveling to Burma and Thailand and Cambodia. So we have come alongside some partners that are in country there, and we're trying to help over 100,000 kids get into, kids I'm talking that are running for their lives. Their villages are being burned, they're being shot at, there are landmines because of the conflict that's happening in Burma. And so when these kids escape danger, there's a group of people that will go in and do a program for them with drama and music and crafts and shirts and food and seed packets and medical attention. So really, we're trying to raise $1 million this year to be able to help these kids that are in Burma and Thailand. And also in Cambodia, we just raised enough money to build a playground in Poi Pet for some kids who are kids at risk for slave trafficking and or dangerous situations. And we're building 2 classrooms in the slums of Poi Pet. So I'm very excited that we've already made progress in Cambodia. And
Wow, it's incredible what you've been able to do with your ministry.
yes. I just feel like it's one of those things that just has come together so beautifully, and it's been a community effort that our own APD and state troopers and calibers want to get involved, and SunWest Silver and Hutch Manufacturing wanted to get involved. And now the people of Albuquerque are, because we sold out of our first 800 units.
Great.
And so we're now busily making some more, so the more people who have these pieces of jewelry, the more kids we can help.
Is it wonderful how a little germ of an idea expands into what it is today?
Yeah, at the time it sounded crazy,
Yeah.
but it wasn't. It was like crazy foxy.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, that's
Crazy, but let's do it.
Yes.
This is an inspiration from God, and so, and of course it's going to take you somewhere that you could never, ever imagine.
Well, I'm a cancer survivor. I had cancer 5 years ago. I was bald 5 years ago. So I never saw me collecting bullets during that season of life and flying to Burma and Thailand and Cambodia. And here I am in a completely different season of life. And So I suppose that's really encouraging for some of your listeners. It's never over, really. You know, we can fight back through these things, and now my hope is that we can arm children with hope, that we can take something that was intended, you know, for other purposes and see children have a chance.
So amazing.
Yeah, that part of Asia is not the only place in the world, sadly, that this is needed. I'm thinking of these poor people in Syria caught in this tremendous mess, and other places as well.
Yeah, there are 2 million children refugees from Syria. And so we have an opportunity to perhaps visit one of the camps in Jordan.
Good.
Also Sudan, as you know,
Yes.
Khartoum has been just horrific with the Nuba Mountains. And so we have an opportunity to go there as well. And also in Iraq, the Kurdish villages that have been kind of really centered on...
You know, they're just kids. They're
What is going
They're just
on?
kids.
Right.
Kids are kids.
And
no matter where they
I think
are.
that part of this is a campaign of awareness. We don't think about them, and I'm so glad you brought them up. There
Yeah.
really are. The UN has put out something that said that the children in Syria, these 2 million kids, it's a lost generation. This generation may never go home, may never be educated, may never become teachers and firemen and whatever it is they hope to be, because now they're living in refugee camps.
Yeah, just surviving.
It's tragic.
All right. I want to know what, you know, how have you priced these? What's a little
Well, this
button?
pin here is $10.
See, that's very
It's
reasonable.
so affordable.
Yeah.
We have a leather necklace that is $30. The brass necklace is $40. And this bracelet is $45. And about a portion, one kid will get into this program, you know, per necklace or bracelet. So you can kind of be sure that when you get this, you are giving someone else an opportunity. Like I said, arming children with hope. And so we've tried to make it so that we turn around and that kids are genuinely, you know, encouraged by this.
And you already sold out, and you're making more.
Yes,
Are
you
there-
can
are
go
they at
to
the-
reloadlove.com, which
Okay.
is our website, and you can order. They're stocked back in. These bracelets are way on back order, though. It'll take 5 or 6 weeks, which is not that long.
But they make great gifts.
That's right.
You know, and every woman in your family could have one of these, and then they're talking points, and then they bring that awareness and turning bullet casings into actual
Beautiful.
hope and money and something tangible that will help these kids.
Right. So
you
if you're a
know?
fashionista, they look cool.
Yeah, they are cool. They're very
But they
industrial
look cool,
and hip.
it will help a kid.
Yeah.
Right?
That's beautiful.
Absolutely.
You used an expression, and I can get it out of my mind. You talked about a season of life, that your cancer was a season of your life.
Yes.
Can you explain, I think it's a beautiful phrase. Can you explain how you came to understand that?
Yes, I just realized, I think maybe as you get older, that no season you're in is permanent. You know, these moms at home, they feel like, you know, one more load of laundry, is this all that my life is? And
Yeah.
it just goes by so quickly.
Right.
And then you find yourself in another season, and that may be the empty nest. And so then you're crying that they're gone, and you have these seasons of pain and seasons of joy. But I believe you get through them all, and they make you better. So I would really want to encourage people, if you're in that season of illness or pain or loss, it is just a season. You know, hang in there, right around the corner.
Spring is coming.
That's
somehow.
right, a silver lining.
And
Yeah.
take
A
and
brass
when you can
casing.
reach out and help others, it really takes a focus off of your own suffering. And no matter where you are, who you are, you can always help somebody else.
Yeah, I had a season of darkness where I was depressed, and I felt like the Lord said to me, if you want to feel better, help someone else. And so that's really been a strong motto of mine. Instead of turning inward and having all that self-pity, I think if you focus outward, that's where true joy and happiness comes.
I'm
We
just
all have
struck by
something to
that.
contribute.
Yeah. I think it's so poetic, and that's going to stay with me. That's very, very good.
Yeah.
All right, so reload.com.
If you do social media, which I do,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can follow us at iReloadLove on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. We love to Instagram, so you can go see pictures of the kids, and you can see pictures of the jewelry and meet some of the team members. So at iReloadLove for social media, but then our transactions are reloadlove.com. If you'd like to donate, and really, if you just want to give $1, you can't afford a piece of jewelry, it all helps. It
Oh, that's
all
wonderful.
moves us forward.
Wonderful.
That is so awesome.
Do you speak at your church a lot?
Yeah, we
Do
have
you?
a women's ministry. I'm the director of women's ministry.
Uh-huh.
So we have an 800 women's Bible study. There's 800 women who attend on Tuesday mornings and evenings during the school semester. So
You're one of those people that I've just met you, but I feel like I've known you for a long time. We could be good friends.
That's
you know?
right. We need to have more Morning Brew
Yeah,
for
we
sure.
do. That's
I
fun.
know. I feel like we've just scratched the surface
Oh,
with you. It's very,
it's
very
such
good
a
to
joy,
meet you
a
and have you
privilege
here.
to be here.
Well, thank you. All right. Well, there you go. ReloadLove.com. Get your Reload Love jewelry, which is really remarkable, and the cause is certainly worth it. We'd like you to participate in that. Lenya, thank you so much for being here. We've
What an
enjoyed
honor.
talking with you. Come back, and coffee's always on.
And the honor is ours.
And we're happy to have you on the Morning Brew. All right, we'll be back in a couple of minutes with more Morning Brew. Stay with us here on the show on this Friday morning. Thanks.